Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be talking all about garage sales and my tips and tricks. I did hold a garage sale at my home yesterday. It was my first one that I've ever held, and by the way, I'm wearing a scarf and a vest and a sweater because yesterday was like in the 60s. It was beautiful, it was perfect garage sale weather, and then today it's like 40, so that's Ohio for you. But anyways, if you guys are interested in seeing my garage sale tips and tricks, then just keep watching. If you guys hear any weird noises, my dog is once again in the room with me. He literally just like climbed through the dining room table and now he's going into the living room, so hopefully we don't have to hear that anymore. But if you guys hear any weird noises, that is it. So throughout this video, I'm gonna go ahead and share a couple of clips from my garage sale, like what our setup looked like, and then also at the end I'll show what it looked like when we were done and how much that we made. We did sell a ton. It was pretty successful in my own opinion. So let me go ahead and share with you guys some tips. So tip number one for me is definitely to decide a year in advance when you're going to have a garage sale, and then that way you can put items aside like as you decorate for different seasons throughout the year. And then also you can put grocery bags aside, you can put like shopping bags aside and things like that, and then that way you have bags for your customers. Also, I would put some boxes aside. I did have a couple of customers buy a ton, and one lady actually bought 2 giant Chewy boxes worth, I say Chewy boxes because I'm so sorry you guys. Speaking of Chewy, my dog is like sniffing my baseboards and sneezing. Like I don't know what he is doing right now. But anyway, Charlie's Chewy orders come in this giant Chewy box like once a month, and it comes with like his food, all of his toys, and all of his like treats and everything. They're really big, and one lady bought 2 boxes worth. So set some boxes aside as well throughout the year. So last year I decided, like last spring, I was like, I need to have a garage sale next year. So throughout the year I set all my things aside that I knew I wanted to get rid of. My next tip is get a permit if your city requires it. Every single city I've lived in Ohio has required a garage sale permit, which this year I didn't even think about it. Like it was my first garage sale, and I'm still a baby, you know? So my mom, she told me, so today is Sunday, our garage sale was Saturday. She told me last Tuesday that I probably needed to check on getting a permit, and so I went ahead and went online, and I did need one, and I was like, crap. So I sent it in like last Tuesday as soon as possible. And then on Friday, the day before the sale, I still didn't have it. So I had to call my city's office, and they were like, oh yeah, we have it. Like, do you want us to mail it out? Like, yeah, my sale is tomorrow. I was like, can you actually just email it to me? So thankfully they emailed it to me. But that was a little bit stressful. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to have my sale at one point. My next tip is to advertise. So I would not advertise until like a couple of days before. I did, do you guys see my dog back there, his shadow? I did go ahead and let like my personal friends and family know a couple of weeks ago that I was going to be having a garage sale so that they knew. But as far as like advertising to random people on like Facebook sites, Facebook Marketplace, selling walls and stuff like that, I did not advertise until the day before. And that kind of leads into my next tip, which is unless you have the time, do not offer to hold items for people. I had multiple people wanting me to hold some items for them. I did have some Ray done in my garage sale, and like I got probably 40 messages about my Ray done and about holding it. So the first girl that messaged me, I personally know, and she was like, I'm really sorry, but I live in Indiana now. I think she lives in Indiana, right, Emily? She watches my videos. Hi, Emily. So she was like, I live in Indiana. I am not coming until the end of May. I know this is a lot to ask, but can you hold some items for me? I'll pay now, like everything like that. So she Venmo'd me. I did not mind holding the items for her. I was like, sure, I'll do that for someone like I know, you know, I don't care. So I held the items for her, and then other people started messaging me that I didn't know, and I was like, I guess I'll hold, you know, it came like one every like 10 minutes. So about 10 minutes after her, I got another one, and I was like, I guess I'll hold for you if you Venmo me. Like, that's what I made Emily do, just to, you know, ensure the items were held, and then go ahead and pay for them. And she Venmo'd me, and then like 10 minutes later, I had someone else, and then I had someone else, and then I had someone else, and I felt like I couldn't like not hold items for people because I had already done it for a few people, and it was overwhelming. So if you are gonna hold items for people, I would only do it for people that you like personally know, and I would even make them Venmo before. I know that sounds kind of mean, but you know, that way you can ensure that the items are sold. Because say for example, if somebody asked me to hold items for them, I didn't make them Venmo, and then they're like, oh, never mind, like I don't need the items now. You know, that's a pain in the butt because I could have sold those items at my garage sale. So just a little tip from me, you kind of have to decide what you want to do about holds and just do it at your own discretion. But I thought it was pretty stressful. My next tip is to make your house look very nice / curb appeal. So when I go to garage sales, which I don't go to often, but when I do go, I like to go in neighborhoods that are really, really nice. And that way I know like, oh, this person's house looks nice, or oh, this person I can tell has like farmhouse decor. Like, that's what I like, and so I think they're gonna have things that I like. So I made sure that my house looked really nice. Like, my bushes in my front are all trimmed, our yard was mowed. I'm like looking out at my front yard right now, like look how pretty my yard is. Anyway, I had trimmed down like my rose bush in the front. I had, what else did I do out here? I had a really pretty like spring welcome sign out. I raked out like all the dead leaves from our strawberry patch. I have a really pretty welcome sign out. I don't have our flowers hung up yet, but that will look really pretty when that happens. I did have to do the sale this weekend because I'm actually going to be working a ton of weekends this summer due to school. So this was like, my dog is drinking. I hope you guys can't hear that. So this is like the last time that I could possibly do the sale, because I could do it again in May, but my mom will be out of town and she wanted to have the sale with me. And since it was my first garage sale, like I really wanted her there because I like was honestly a little bit nervous about having it because I've never had one before. So I just made sure my house looked nice, and then a lot of the items that I was holding for people were farmhouse decor type of items. And people are like, oh my gosh, like she has such cute stuff, so I want to go. Like, if this is the stuff I'm seeing in the pictures, imagine, you know, what else? So this really sweet girl, Diana, messaged me and she was like, oh my gosh, it looks like you have such cute stuff. I can't wait to come. So she came right at 9 a.m. She was the one that bought the 2 Chewy boxes worth of stuff. It was so funny. She was too adorable. But basically, if your house looks nice, if you're posting good photos, people are gonna want to come. So my next tip is to have your tables and items laid out in a way that's easy for customers to walk around in and see everything. And also, you know, kind of going with that grouping like items together, I think it's just easier for customers in general. For example, clothes, I just had one sign that said clothing items $1 unless otherwise marked. And it was easier for me to label the items. It was easier for my customers. A lot of them still didn't know how much clothes were because my sign was actually kind of small. That was probably my fault. But, you know, basically it was a lot easier for them to walk around and see everything, and everything that was, you know, like was together. Everything that was like was together. Everything that was alike was together, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I'll go ahead and insert a clip now of what everything looked like before the sale. Alright guys, so I figured I would go ahead and show all of you my setup. I'm not gonna go ahead and open up my garage door because people are freaking psycho, and like the second my garage door opens, I don't want people coming. So let me go ahead and come down and show you guys our setup. But this is kind of from up here. We're probably gonna put these bar stools that you guys see outside, just so it gives people more room to walk around. But I love how we set this up because we put the tables in like a U shape. And then I was like, why don't we go ahead and put a table in the middle, like people can still walk around. So I really like how we set it up. We set everything up by category pretty much. So let me go ahead and get a little bit closer and show you guys. Alright, so let's do the middle table here first. Down here, my mom has some like sheets and old towels and stuff. She's got some photos. We've got kitchen things on this table. I actually had this table so much more full with a lot of Raydon and stuff, and then I posted this video on Facebook, and like literally, or not a video, I posted photos of the sale on Facebook, and I had a ton of people want me to hold stuff for them, which I will talk about. I do not recommend that. Oh my gosh, it was a headache. But now we've got a lot more room on this table, so we might take some things that we've got on the ground and set them up on this table, or just kind of throughout the day as we sell things. We've got a old ugly lamp. We've got some like gardening things. We've got some shelves. Just such random things. And a lot of this stuff, like some of this stuff is good. I just didn't use it, or I didn't have the room for it. And I was just kind of like, why am I holding on to this stuff? You know what I mean? So Marie Kondo. My mom brought some stuff over as well, so a lot of this older stuff is her stuff or my grandma's stuff that we're literally like still trying to get rid of. I don't know why my mom doesn't just like donate it. It's been through multiple garage sales now, but whatever. So this is everything. As you guys can see, we kind of tried to put things in categories. Got bags down there. I've got more bags down there. Shoes down there. I don't know if anybody will buy the shoes, but you never know. I've got a bunch of clothes, and a lot of these clothes are pretty good. I just didn't wear them anymore. I did put some older bras in here. That's kind of gross. But literally they were brand new, you guys, and then I lost 30 pounds, and I would say like literally 20 of it came from my boobs, so I could never wear those bras. TMI. But anyway, this is it. So hopefully the sale will go well. I sold $58 last night to a couple of friends that wanted to come by for like a preview. And I also sold some stuff on Facebook to people that wanted me to hold things. Like I said, I do not recommend that. So I will talk to you guys about that in the video and share my thoughts on that with you all. So my next tip is to don't overprice items. For garage sales, people are looking for a deal. They are looking for things that are, you know, pretty cheap. And usually for garage sales, you just want to get rid of the items. For example, like if I was selling something that was nicer, I might post that separately on its own to my personal Facebook or to Facebook Marketplace to try to sell it. But as far as garage sales go, you know, it's usually things that aren't super nice, and you do not want to overprice items. I think our most expensive item was a flat screen TV for $40. I believe the TV was originally $100. My parents used it for a couple of years. It was like a smaller flat screen, and someone did end up buying it for $40. So, you know, don't overprice items and be willing to wager with people a little bit. It was actually funny because the things that people wagered with me on were like hysterical. Like I had this really cute rooster farmhouse sign, and someone, I think I priced it for $3, and someone said, will you take 2 for this? Like, it's so funny how people will, like, you know, in my opinion, what is an extra $1? Like, I don't understand why people, you know, wager on little things like that. It's super funny. And then like on some of the bigger items, people didn't wager at all. And then on some of my clothing items, people said, will you take 50 cents for this instead of $1? Like, I think it's so funny, but you know, be willing to wager with people. I did not say no to a single person that asked me to wager. I really just wanted to get rid of the items, and then anything else I don't sell, I'm going to donate. Have plenty of change and money. I think we had about $200 worth in change and money. We had a lot of 5s, we had a lot of 10s. I wish we would have had more 10s. I actually almost ran out of 10s. And then we had a lot of 1s, and then we did have a lot of quarters. I think we did like $10 in quarters. I don't know if we did any nickels or anything, because I think all of our items were at least 25 cents. But definitely have a lot of money. And then also my last tip that goes with that is offer the Venmo option. I was okay with taking check. My mom was not. She was like, you never know if the check is gonna bounce. Like, we don't know these people. And so I did not end up taking any checks, not because I didn't want to, but just because people didn't offer it, and I am actually glad that I didn't after my mom told me that. But I do offer the Venmo option, or I did offer the Venmo option, and I did have a ton of people Venmo me, so that was extremely popular. And then one lady Venmoed me for my mom, for one of my mom's items for that TV that was 40 bucks, so I just took that out of the cash money that I made, and gave that to my mom so that I didn't have to give her, you know, any money or a check later or anything like that. It was already taken care of and simple. So definitely offer the Venmo option if you're comfortable with that. And I think that's about it. So let me go ahead and insert the clip now of what our garage sale looked like when we were all done. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys what we have left. I made $239 and my mom made $122, so we did pretty well. Surprisingly, still have these bar stools left. Nice shelves, lamps, bunch of sheets and stuff. I am kind of surprised some of this home decor didn't sell like that. Also, the stockings are pretty nice. I'm surprised some of these pumpkin things did not sell. I have these cute little Halloween things. I have more pumpkins right there. Not surprised that didn't sell. Can you say creepy? Some random photo frames. We actually did sell a lot of tapes, which was funny. We sold all the video games. I am surprised that we didn't sell this Roku for 10 bucks. Some bags. I did sell a ton of my clothes. I cannot believe all the clothes that I sold. Like, that's all left.
I got my glove.
And still have some towels left. Here is all my shoes left. Kitchen stuff. I am surprised these candlesticks didn't sell because I think they're pretty. So that's it. So we sold so much. Let me like back up and just give you guys an overview. There was a ton of stuff on the ground. Now there's not. All that stuff behind the tables is my personal stuff. So like, look how much we sold. It's crazy. We already closed down one table. So yeah, I can't believe it. So pretty successful garage sale. So I think that we did pretty well. Jack was like, I don't think that you guys are gonna do that great. And I was like, watch me. So we did so well. Jack was like, wow, I'm super impressed, because we did not put out our signs until literally the day before, and we could only do 3 signs. Definitely check on that with your garage sale permit. So our signs went right in front of our house. We had one just so people knew where the sale was. We actually had 4 signs. We did one at the end of our street, one coming into our development, and then we did one by a busy road. Is that 4? I think that was 4. So we actually had 4. We didn't get in trouble for it, thankfully. I was afraid that we might have to take one down, and I was like, well, we'll just take down the one in front of our house, because the only reason, you know, that's there so people know where the sale is, and if they just saw us sitting outside, like, they would know that that was where the sale was anyway. But I just thought it was a little bit easier for people. So we did not put out our signs until the day before, because I didn't know if I could have the sale, because I didn't have my permit yet, and I do need my permit to put the signs out. Like, my city is very specific on that stuff. And so definitely check on that when you get your permit. So as far as where I got everything, I got like all my signs, I got permanent markers, and I got like all my garage sale stickers at the Dollar Tree. So everything was like $1. I think I spent like maybe like 10 bucks total on all my garage sale items, like including tax. And my mom actually had some signs that were better, so we ended up using some of her signs. And then I don't even know if we even used any of the ones I had from Dollar Tree, but you know, at least I have them for future use. I'll probably have a garage sale, not next year, but maybe the year after that. I do like to switch out my decor a lot. I'm very guilty of that, so yeah. That's just how I am. But I think it was a pretty successful garage sale, and I hope that these tips and tricks helped you guys. I know that it would have helped me going into a garage sale. Like, this was my first one, but it did go very, very well, like I said. So if you guys have any other questions, if you have any other video requests, go ahead and leave those down below. I love doing lifestyle videos, cleaning videos. I pretty much have all my organizing done for this year at least, but probably this winter I'll probably do more organizing. I absolutely love shopping, shop with me's hauls, going to Target, all that stuff. I love my dog, even though he is annoying the crap out of me while I'm filming right now. So I love doing, like, you know, things involving him. I was thinking about doing a like video about maybe like what you need when you get a new puppy, because I feel like it's puppy season right now and everyone I know is getting puppies, and it's a great time to get a puppy because you have plenty of time to potty train them this spring, summer, and fall before winter comes, because when winter comes, oh, it's a nightmare. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out some of his energy. He's literally like chasing his tail right now, and then me and my mom are going to go shopping for a cruise I'm going on this summer, so I'm super excited about that. I will definitely do some videos about that for you guys. So if you guys have any other requests or anything, then go ahead and leave those down below. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you like this video. Make sure you like, make sure you comment. Any little thing you guys do to support my channel means a ton. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.